See, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn that Gizelle is not y'all friend. Y'all gonna learn that she's gonna destroy everybody's husband every season. Y'all should know that that lady is not capable of being friends with nobody but Robyn. Y'all gonna learn now. Y'all gonna learn. But anyway, we're about to get on into this review. So let's get into it, y'all. And what's going on, you guys? This be your boys, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 2. Okay, now before we get into the review, let's talk about what we got coming up. Okay, now tomorrow night is the Whether You Like It or Not panel, Season 4, the Potomac edition. We will be covering this episode that I'm reviewing right now over on Simply Sakina's channel. The link is already out. If you need to go and set your reminders, go into the Whether You Like It or Not panel playlist, go all the way down to the bottom, and the link is already there. We'll be over there on Sakina's page tomorrow night at 9:15 Eastern Time, so be on the lookout for that, okay? On Wednesday night, it is Roast in Review. We'll be over on Josiah's Worlds TV's page talking about this past episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, so be on the lookout for that. Now on Friday night, Boys Night Out would normally be airing this Friday, but because I will be going to my class reunion on Friday night, the episode won't be coming out until next Friday. So you will be seeing Boys Night Out on next Friday on October the 28th. That's when the show will resume. Okay, so be on the lookout for Boys Night Out on October the 28th at 9/8 Central. So be on the lookout for all of that. And there also probably won't be a Love and Marriage Huntsville panel for the same reasons as to why there won't be a new episode of Boys Night Out on Friday, because I'll be at my class reunion. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that I really got to give you guys on what's coming up right now. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this review real quick. Okay, now we pick up where we left off at Karen's party, where Gizelle is confronting Mia about the situation. And Jacqueline, who is Mia's best friend, she jumps in and basically says she still don't know if she got cancer or not. We're still waiting on the test. So basically, in so many words, she's trying to tell her, girl, don't be so quick to judge. You don't know what's going on. Stop running your fucking mouth and just sit back and relax and wait, just like she got a damn do. That's pretty much what Jacqueline was saying. And Wendy didn't even know who the hell Jacqueline was, because she was like, okay, who is this? And then they had to introduce her, and she was like, oh, I was trying to see who was talking. Wendy know what she be doing with that subtle shade, okay? But even though Gizelle is only saying what everybody was saying when she first came out with this stuff about her possibly having cancer, Gizelle is still wrong for how she brought it out. Because from the moment the girl came into the building, Gizelle told me something. Is this how no cancer look? Is that how that look? Like, that's not how you come at nobody about some damn cancer. You asking them what's going on with them. That's not how you come out with that. So I don't know why Gizelle thought that this shit was okay, and it wasn't okay at all. But again, Gizelle is a miserable person, and she wants everybody else to be miserable. And I get it. I know a lot of y'all gonna come up here and be like, do you guys want to show or not? Gizelle is only doing her job. I get that she's doing her job, and I'm also doing my job by letting y'all know that she's a fucked up person. Gizelle is a completely messed up individual, and because she's a production plant, and because she keeps up the mess, some of y'all really be believing that we supposed to be down with this shit. No, we ain't got to be down with that bullshit at all, honey. We ain't got to be down with it at all, because we already know that this is the BS. It's BS all the way around. That's what it is, okay? And y'all crazy if y'all think that I'm not going to call that shit out, because I'm definitely going to call it out. It's a bunch of BS. And she needs to stop it with the BS, period. That's on period. She needs to stop that. For real, because the way she brought it out and the way she confronted me, it was all the way wrong. Now, I don't like Gizelle nor Mia, so I don't really have no bone to pick in this whole dog fight between the two of them. I ain't got no bones to pick here, no way. But I'm just letting y'all know that the way that Gizelle did it was kind of fucked up. Like, is this how Karen said no? Like, it was so mean and malicious to do it that way. So then Charisse pulls up. And her and Karen, they embrace. They said, "Are you two okay? Are you two okay?" And then Karen was like, "Yeah, we're cordial. We're okay." And then Karen was like, "I see that Charisse is here. I didn't invite her. I don't know who really invited her, but I didn't." And then you got Robyn in the confessional. So she's like, I mean, Karen said we couldn't invite anybody, so why would I invite Charisse? You wouldn't invite Charisse because you know that in the past these two have had an issue. You invite her to keep some shit going, Robyn. Let's not start with that. Now, don't get me reading you early in this season when I'm just about to give you a compliment. Now, this is what I'm about to say. Robyn is actually clocking in this season. I can give her that. She's calling people out. She's actually having a voice, and she's not looking too bad in the confessionals. So I'm guessing Robyn got tired of us saying that she's a bore and she needs to go. I guess she got tired of us saying that shit, and she decided, okay, I'm gonna step it up a little bit. So she is kind of stepping it up just a tad bit, so she ain't really getting on my nerves or pissing me off or nothing like that. So I can give it to her. I give it to her. I definitely give it to her. Okay. So yeah, so after that, Katie returns with a bald head and stuff. I don't know what's going on with Katie. And I'm just gonna stop it here before I probably offend somebody, but I really don't know what's going on with Katie. Like, she doesn't seem okay to me. I ain't even being funny. She don't seem okay to me, period. She just don't. I don't know what's going on with her, but I like Katie. Like, Katie is the business. Like, I like Katie. Like, I fucks with Katie, but I need to know what's really going on with her. Like, girl, what's the tea? Like, what you got going on? Like, but that's all I'm gonna say on that, because I don't need nobody coming for me. Trust me, I don't need nobody coming for Scotty. Period. Okay. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. So she comes in, um, and everybody is happy to see, Katie. Candace was like, the last time I seen Katie, she ran off the island. Where'd she come from? Blah, 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 blah. And that's a question that everybody need to answer to. Like, where the hell Katie came from? Like, last time we seen her, she was running off the island. She disappeared. She did all this old crazy shit. So what's really going on? Like, that's what we're trying to find out. That's what we're trying to figure out, child. So it's just like, I don't know. It is what it is. So we're gonna continue on, child. We gonna continue on, honey. So where we at with it? Where we at with it? So Candace and Ashley are talking, and Wendy is happy to hear about them talking. Like, she's absolutely happy that they are in a good place. Like, happy about that. Candace said, well, I never said that Ashley wasn't a fun girl. We went through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I like Candace and Ashley as friends. You know what I mean? And I said this when me and Busy Blue were filming Who Was Wrong, that I really wish it was either Busy Blue or C Diggy when I was filming Who Was Wrong with one of them. I know it was one of them. It was the same day, so I probably got them mixed up. But I said in one of those episodes of Who Was Wrong that I really, really wish that Candace, Ashley, and Monique was a trio. And I really feel like they would have ran the Housewives of Potomac if they was a trio. With Karen in the middle, they would have been a trio. I really wish it would have been so cute if they was. Katie, here go Karen messy, not Karen, Gizelle messy ass telling Katie that, Ray got a crush on her. This was so fucking last year. Like, why you bring this up, girl? Like, why you bring this up? But okay, girl, do you. And she told her that. Then Katie goes over there, squeezes Ray's ass and shit. And I thought it was funny, because Katie ain't got no damn sense. It was funny. So Candace said, well, I only got 30 more minutes and I'm going to be getting up out of here. And everybody was like, oh, you leaving? And Candace was like, yes, I'm going to the Grammys. And you know what? As much as people like to give Candace, and her album was actually cute. I liked her album. Her album was cute. It had some good songs on there. And I still play Drive Back. As a matter of fact, Drive Back is in my top 100 of the year on Apple Music. There you go, right there. I hope y'all can see. You see Drive Back? Drive back is right there, right underneath Can We Talk, and in between How Could You by Mario. Y'all can see that, right? Y'all can see that, right? Okay, y'all see. Is it my top? Is it my 2022 replay? The top 10, and that's where it's at right there. It's number 63. So I'm still playing it quite a bit. So yeah, loving Candace and her career, and I really want to see how far she goes. She's an independent artist, and sometimes it takes them a while to really blow up. But I really want to hear her music being played on the radio. I'm not sure if they really play Drive Back on the radio or not, but I want her music to be played on the radio. Like, I really do. Like, I want to see her really, really make some moves in this industry. And I know that she submitted her shit to the Grammys. So hopefully she gets a nomination or something. If she gets a nomination, that would be fire for her. Especially, being like the first real housewife outside of Candy to be nominated for a Grammy. That would be hot if she was nominated. So then Karen gets up there and make this whole announcement talking about the Grand Dame is back. And everybody was like, where did you go? Like, did you go to the liquor store and come back? Like, where did you go? Like, girl. But Karen always got to do some, over the top bullshit. You know how Karen is, child. Like, I don't know why anybody is surprised. Because the entire time I was sitting on my bed watching the show, and I'm like, girl, what the fuck you talking about? But half the time I don't be knowing what the hell Karen be talking about half the time. So I'm like, girl, what the hell is on your mind? Like, what are you talking about, my dear? What are you doing? What are you talking about? But it is what it is. Like, but I like Karen. Out of everybody on this show, I like her the most. And she got some fake shit within her too. But I still like her the most. I would say that I like Karen the most. And I think the second person that I like the most is probably Wendy. Then I'll go down to Candace. And then I'll go down to like Ashley. And then I'll go down to like Robyn, and Gizelle is at the bottom of the list. So that's how my list goes, like, period. So that's it on that. So we're gonna move on to Candace and her sister Crystal. First of all, her sister Crystal is pretty as fuck. Okay. And if I was into the meow, she'll get all of this. All of it. She'll have all my motherfucking kids if I was into women like that. She's cute. Okay, so they start discussing, Candace trying to get pregnant and stuff, and how she's not really drinking because she's doing the IVF thing. And it seems to me like Candace is really serious about becoming a mother, but she just doesn't want to become a mother right now. Her career is just now taking off. And honestly, I understand it. Having a baby will only slow Candace down. Her music career is starting. She's starting to act. She's doing little BT movies and stuff like that. Like, she's actually doing things on this show. Like, she actually taking the time to use the platform in the proper way to really elevate herself and get into the right way and get into the right situation for herself. At some point, she ain't even gonna need this show no more, and because she's been elevated so damn much. But she might be on her candy and still use this show as promotion for whatever she got going on, which is the smart thing to do. So why not do that? You know what I mean? Why not use your connections, and why not use your platform to really elevate yourself and do things in a better way? People have been telling me to get merch, like get some shirts or something, like get Scotty Gang shirt, like do some shit like that. Like, I am actually thinking about getting like some Scotty Gang shirts made and selling them to y'all. Like, I really want to see how that works out. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I do need to give something back to you guys. Like with my moderators, I already kind of I cash up my moderators here and there for what they do for me on my platform, and I just want to give something else back to you guys. Like, people have t-shirts, people have mugs. I want that type of stuff to give to the Scotty Gang, because y'all have really grown with me, and over the last 2 years the Scotty Gang family has definitely grown, and I see it. Like, y'all really ride for me, and I want to give something back. So yes, you do need to use your platform for different things, and Candace is doing the right thing. Now, she was talking about Chris and her marital woes. At first, Chris did not have no job, and now he worked too much. At first, she had Chris at her fingertips because he didn't have nothing else going on for himself. But now that he got a job, he works a little bit too much for her. But at the same time, though, Candace, be glad that the man working, because people be calling him broke Chris and all types of stuff like that. So why not just let him do his thug thizzle and continue to help you out? I don't see nothing wrong with him working like that. He got to work hard, because at the end of the day, like, he's in your shadow at this point. Like, you're Candace Diller Bassett. You're on the Housewives of Potomac, one of the hottest shows on Bravo. Everybody knows who you are. You probably got millions of followers at this point. He's in your shadow, so he got to do something for himself. So don't be so quick to be like, oh, he worked too much. much. He gotta work. He got to, because he got to do for himself. He can't be living off of you. Bad enough he was living off of you and your mama. So he don't want to, well, I'm not gonna say living off of you and your mama, but your mama was paying bills and shit. So he want to do something for himself and help you out. You know what I mean? So let him do that. So we get into Ashley and her friend Deborah, who is pretty as well. And all these new people we see, I'm like, are we testing people? Like, what is this? But they discussed Ashley's situation. And when I was sitting there watching the TV and stuff, when she said this was a long time coming, I'm like, okay, this girl must have been ready for Ashley to step out and do something on her own and get away from Michael. Because it was kind of like, girl, she was like, it was a long time coming. I'm like, so some shit been going on in this situation. That's what I got from this situation. Like, oh, so some tea really been going on in this situation. We just didn't know nothing about it. Okay, now that's what I got from it. But that's what I got from the situation. Okay, now that's what I got. I just was trying to figure it out. Like, okay, girl, ooh, I'm like, ooh, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, she said it was bound to happen. So Ashley must have been ready to leave this man, and she should have, because Michael has really embarrassed the hell out of Ashley, made her look completely stupid, completely dumb, and she stayed beside him, and she, I don't know. It's like she doesn't. I don't know. Like, she stayed beside him regardless of everything that he did. Like, he just not the right person. So it's just like, I don't know, but she stuck beside him through all the embarrassment. Honestly, that's what she did. She stuck beside him throughout all the embarrassment, and she took all the BS that he gave to her. And it's unfair that she dealt with that on her part. But if she like it, I guess I definitely love the shit if she like it, child. Because if she want to sit up here and be all embarrassed and shit by this man, go right ahead, do your thing, this girl. Be embarrassed. That's your thing. Be embarrassed. Um, so then after that, she started talking about her relationship with Candace, because she's doing some dancing stuff. And she was basically saying that, I'm going to invite the girls to a dance class. And then Deborah was like, are you going to invite all the girls, including Candace? She was like, yes, I'm going to invite Candace. Now, me and Candace are trying to get into a better place, and I really want to be in a better place with her. So we're just going to try to do things the right way. And I'm trying to get to know her a little bit better. I'm glad that Candace and Ashley are really trying their hardest to get to know each other and really try to be cool with each other, because seeing them go back and forth, as entertaining as it is, I don't want it to be toxic or like repetitive like Kenya and Portia was. Like, I like seeing them in the same scene, like talking and having a good time. Now, if they got to claw with each other for a scene or something like that, then okay, girl, if you got to do that, then go right ahead and do that. But, I'm like, girl, okay, I see that you're trying to grow. So go ahead and give that girl a chance and let that girl get you one, and let's see how that goes. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Candace and shout out to Ashley. Okay, they really trying to get on my good side this season. They really trying to, girl. Okay, so we're gonna get into Gizelle and Robyn. Robyn walks in. She says, I got a bone to pick with you. And I'm like, not Robyn calling out Gizelle on her BS. Not Robyn calling out Gizelle, because that never happened. She always defends Gizelle and all her BS. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that go down. Okay. So she calls her out, and she basically calls Gizelle out for telling her business, as you should have, because Gizelle had no right bringing up your shit about whose name is on the damn deed of that damn house. It had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Gizelle. So why the hell did she think that was okay for her to bring up your damn business? What made her think that shit was okay? And what made her think that you would be okay with bringing that up? Or what made her think that you would be okay with the fact that she's bringing that up? It ain't okay, girl. It's not okay. That's your friend. But see, like I said, y'all gonna learn Gizelle ain't none of y'all friend. She quick to throw y'all business out on Front Street, but she don't want her business to be out. I'm glad that she called her out on it. That was none of her business. She had no business doing that. Period. And I'm glad Robyn called her ass out on there. Kudos to Robyn. She actually do got a brain of her own. Okay, I can give her that much. She got a brain of her own. Let's get it. Let's get it, Robyn. Let's get it, girl. Okay, so she was saying, well, I brought it up as an example, when Ashley was talking about this situation with the house with Michael and stuff. So that's why I brought it up as an example. So then, they start talking about Mia. and how they feel, how she kind of feels bad about making Mia feel some type of way. So Robyn tells Gizelle to just text Mia and see, if she'll be willing to talk to her or something like that. Gizelle sends her like a little text message, and then, Robyn said, "Did you send it?" And then Gizelle was like, "Yeah, I sent it." And she was like, "Okay, good. So just give her some time to really respond, and then we'll figure it out as time goes on." So then after all that, child, they start talking about the Chris Bassett DMs and shit. And they was saying how Ashley told Gizelle that Chris had DM'd her at like 2 something in the morning and stuff like that. So Robyn was like, "Well, I just think that Chris is just a friendly guy. Like, I don't see him trying to get at Ashley. Like, why would he try to get at Ashley? And she's a part of the group, and that's a woman that his wife has had ongoing issues with. So I don't see that as a DM slide." And I totally agree with Robyn. But here go Gizelle. "Oh, he be sliding." And I'm like, here come this miserable MF. Okay, here come this miserable MF. Here she go, ready to throw somebody's husband under the bus because she ain't got one. Here she go with the BS now. But see, this is why I always give Candace a hard time, because she always used to take up for Gizelle, always run it up to her, always being up her ass, especially with the Monique stuff. And I understand the Monique stuff because Gizelle was supporting her, but it wasn't in a sincere way. But she was supporting her, so that's why she really held her back like that. But I always said Gizelle never liked Candace, and I always said that it's going to be a matter of time before Gizelle show her ass. And what did she do? She showed her ass in this whole episode when it came down to Candace. Trust me and believe me. But we're gonna continue on. So Robyn don't think that Chris on some fugazi shit. Like, she don't think that he's on no, boo or swanky or nothing like that. She really feels like he's a friendly person. So then Gizelle saying that I felt uncomfortable around Chris at the reunion. I felt like he was being inappropriate with me. I was in a room by myself with the married man and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, here she goes. She always feels like somebody wants her. Gizelle act like she knee alone. You know what I mean? And my thing about this is, Gizelle, my whole point is, if he was really if he was really that, if he made you feel that uncomfortable, why didn't you say number 4? And why were you so quick to speak to him at Karen's party if he made you so fucking uncomfortable? Like, girl, are you serious? Honestly, are you serious? Because that's the bullshit right there. That's really the bullshit. Like, how you gonna do something like that? Like, how you gonna sit up there and do that? You know what I mean? But Robyn wasn't here for it, and I'm glad that she wasn't, because it's bullshit. Like, it's bullshit for real, for real. So let me move on to the next thing, because we'll get into it in just a second. So it's Mia and G, and they got a new joint chiropractor place right there in DC, and Mia is happy about it. She said it was a long time coming. DC is where she grew up at, where she's born, all that other stuff. So that's why she's happy about it. Then we meet Jacqueline. Her and Mia have been friends since they were 15, which is mighty funny because now they're fighting on social media, but they've been friends since they was 15. So that's over 20 some years of friendship. You would never catch me and my friends that's been friends since element, because y'all already know this. I had my childhood friends on a panel before. Like, there was a panel called the Rost of Scotty, and they were all up there. All those people been my friends. One of them been my friend since the 1st grade. That's Jasmine. One of them been my friend. 2 of them been my friends since the 10th grade. That's Rudy. Well, actually, I knew Rudy since kindergarten. Shamaya been my friend since 10th grade. Reggie is my cousin. Uni been my friend since 12th grade. And who else was up there? I think that was all of them that was up there. Yeah, that was all of them. Oh, and Ace has been my friend since 10th grade. So all these people have been my childhood friends for all these years. I would never do that to them. Like, not on no damn reality show. Get on a reality show, now we turning on each other. That means y'all was never friends to begin with, unless y'all making that up too. So then they start talking about the cancer scare and how they're waiting on the results and how scary it is for Mia. And, she's just giving her, a bunch of, good juju, basically telling her to keep her head up. But is it just me, or does this scene feel like this is a threesome waiting to happen, or better yet, a threesome that already happened? Please tell me I ain't the only one. Because I get threesome from this scene. Because why G had to be there with them anyway? Like, But okay. Um, Jacqueline starts saying that she felt like Karen is covering her ass. And Mia starts believing it. But my thing is, how is this Karen's fault? I was confused. Why Mia mad at Karen when Karen wasn't the one that did that? Karen did warn you that the shit was gonna happen. She warned you. Like a friend is supposed to. So why you mad at her? But Mia is dumb and she's slow as hell anyway. So what do I expect? Let's just keep up 100. What do I expect from Mia? She's stupid. Mia starts talking about Gizelle. I guess she saw the text messages Gizelle sent, and she talked about leaving her ass on red. And at this point, when you cross me and all this other stuff, that you got to make appointments to talk to me and all this other shit. I'm like, oh God, delusional Mia. And then we hear her talk about all these, all these joint offices that she owns, and then the blogs that came out that she don't own shit. So girl, like, okay, Mia. Okay, girl, okay, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Candace and Ashley. So Candace and Ashley, they go out to put drinks or whatever. They're meeting up. And Candace started talking about the Grammys and how happy she was to be there and how she got to meet all these different people and how important it is for her music career and how she wishes to have a Grammy soon. I understand that because the more my platform grows, like shit, like my nigga, I'm at 37.4K. Like I'm almost at 40K. And I've interviewed Candy Burris, I've interviewed Latrice, I've interviewed Antoinette, I've interviewed what's her name? So Gucci. About to interview Letitia. Like I have done a lot with my platform over the last 2 years, and of course I'm going to talk about this more on my 12th anniversary live that I'm going to do. But yes, we have done a lot. I have done a lot with this platform. Honestly, I really have, and I am very thinking I'm very much so thinking about the future and what I want for myself. Like Candace wants to go to the Grammy. She wants to win a Grammy one day. That's very important. I want to host one day. I want to host a reunion one day. I want to be backstage at a reunion one day. I want to be able to host red carpets one day. I want to be able to do all that one day. Like, I feel like I got it in me to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. I feel like I got it in me to do it. Like, the confidence that I got these days and shit like that, even though I'm very humble, I do have confidence in myself and I feel like I got it. I got the personality. I got the look. I'm cute enough to do it. I have the big personality enough to do it. And I have the humble Southern hospitality attitude to do it as well, girl. So I feel like I could do that. That's very important to me. Like I really want to see this shit go further than where it is. So maybe one day somebody will pick me up and I be another Kendall and do what he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? Or be another B Scott. The greats. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, and I get it. So I feel Candace on that. Candace is an inspiration, honey. She don't even know how much she's an inspiration to people that ain't even singing shit. So after they talk about the Grammys, Ashley starts telling Candace about the whole DM situation. And the entire time I'm sitting there watching this shit, and I'm like, why is Ashley telling her this? Like, why is Ashley telling her this? I don't understand why. I feel like she's looking for a moment, and I feel like she was reaching so far. Her arms couldn't even reach that damn ceiling that she was trying to reach. Like I felt like in that moment she was trying to get a moment. I felt like she was trying to get Candace out of character, and it just didn't work out. I'm glad that Candace, said, well, girl, he's the manager there. He just want business at this place. Like, it's not what I thought it is. It's not what you think it is. And Ashley let it go. And Candace was glad that she told her, and she just let the shit go. So that's growth. Ashley told her, and Candace actually took it and corrected it and moved on. So good. So Ashley, we get back into Ashley now. So we're at this dance thing, and she's glad that the air is clear with Candace and she can really move forward with the relationship with Candace. Karen says that she can't come because she has 102 fever, so she won't be able to make it. Gizelle comes in, and then she says that Gizelle says that Karen is avoiding Charisse. She said that she talked to Charisse earlier that day. Charisse been trying to reach out to Karen to have dinner with her, and Karen been blowing her off. So Karen don't want no parts of Charisse. Charisse want a storyline. That's just what it really is. Charisse want a storyline, and Karen don't want to give her one. That's all that is. Charisse want a storyline, and Karen don't want to give her one because what exactly does Charisse have to talk about? And by the general consensus, the fans really don't like Charisse. That's what I'm getting from this whole thing. So, what's the tea? What's really going on here? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, girl. Okay, but anyway, what else is here? Okay, so Ashley confronts Gizelle about, what she said to her about the whole Michael stuff and the buying the house shit. And I just think that Gizelle is just way too invested in Ashley's business. Then Charisse walks so random ass in. But Gizelle is way too invested. Like, she be so invested in other people's marriages and in their lives because she ain't got no life or no marriage or nothing to be happy about besides that lame ass podcast that her and Robyn got. Don't nobody really care about what Gizelle got to say. Even though Ashley in this divorce is questionable, and I don't understand what she's saying or what she's trying to do at all. But girl, let it go, Gizelle. Like, let that shit go. Stop it. Like, just stop it. Leave it alone. Like, you don't understand it. Okay, fine. You don't get it, but just shut the fuck up. Stop doing it. Like, why are you doing it? Why, girl? Why, girl? Why you doing this? It's not that deep. Why you doing it? Like, you do it, like you try so hard to get a moment when you don't have to try so hard to get a moment. Like, girl, stop. You doing way too much and you need to quit it while you are ahead. Stop it. Period. Oh my God. So then they start dancing. Candace, Wendy, and Mia arrives. Candace starts talking about her IVF. Ashley starts discussing her house situation with Charisse and Wendy. Then, as they're all having fun, Gizelle said, I really want to just talk to Candace by myself. I really need to talk to her. So Candace was like, okay, so what you got to talk to me about? Candace already sitting there like she don't know what's going on. So Gizelle was like, well, Chris was up in Ashley's DMs, but he also made me feel uncomfortable at the reunion. And so it's just like Candace already is pissed off. She's pissed at this point. She turns around and she looks at the cameras and she's like, bitch, bitch, what are y'all doing? Because it seems to me like y'all, first my husband and somebody else's husband, like, what's really going on here? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So now you want to attack my husband and you really want to think that my husband is inappropriate with you. She was like, yes, I felt like he was inappropriate. I felt like and honestly though, y'all, Gizelle, bitch, listen, you doing way too much. I feel like at this particular point, you're trying too hard and you know what the fuck you doing. You know what you doing. You know exactly what you're doing and you want to act like, you know that you're hurting Candace's feelings, right? But like I said, that's not her friend, and she ain't never been Candace's friend, and I've been saying it. But y'all was mad at me for that because y'all felt some type of way about the Monique shit. I understand that too. But like I said, it's just no. And even when she was sitting up there trying to tell the girl what's really going on here, she over here laughing. She had a whole smirk on her face when Candace got up and said, I'm not doing this. Where's the producer? I need to talk to Eric. She said, if y'all finna malign my husband, y'all got Michael Darby for that. His ass grabbing ass. Y'all got him for that. Y'all not finna do my husband. And Ashley was like, is Candace okay? Like, what's going on with Candace? And Gizelle sitting there with a smirk on her face because she already know what she doing. So I don't give a fuck. At this particular point, Gizelle is fucking malicious as hell. But like I said, I've been saying that she is malicious as hell. She knows she's malicious as hell. And a lot of her fans always say, well, she's trying to get a show. You can get a show done without maligning everybody's husband. Last year was Eddie. This year is Chris. I mean, and then the year before that, it was Chris Samuels. And then the other year, I mean, every year you attacking somebody's husband. But when somebody came at Jamal, you didn't like that shit. So why you always coming at somebody's husband? But Candace, I told you that girl is not your friend. I told you that. She was your friend out of convenience because you helped her get rid of her enemy. She was never your friend. She was never that cool with you. I know that this is a to be continued episode, but Candace, girl, you better cuss Gizelle out because that's exactly what she deserves. That's exactly what she deserves. Period, point blank, okay? And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to say the rest of it for the panel tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in. So with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scott about Ninja TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below in the description box. If you want me to follow you back on Instagram, all you gotta do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag message Scotty Gang, and I would definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, your boys out of here. Until my next video, I will talk to you good people later. Bye-bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.